push it.
Pushing.
Yeah. And then you got your levers in there.
The what?
My phone click is muted.
Joe, shut up.
Oh.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. I think some people don't understand English. Alrighty, and of course, OBS is screwing me up again. Let me change this around. I'm getting a little tired of all this. Alright, come on. There it is. Now we got a picture. We shall see what happens, because I still cannot get everything to work right here. That's the reason why we're only streaming on YouTube and not on Twitch either right now. Let's see, we got Dwight, Wicked Insanity, Michael, how you doing? On the chat side, and we got Jason, how you doing?
Oh, doing all right.
Yeah, that's good.
It's been a while, but
Yeah,
glad to be back on here for a night.
yeah. We got Joey in here and Steven also. Alrighty, give you a little rundown on what's going on. Starting this month, we got tonight's show. Then next week, the Thursday show is only going to be every other week through the summertime, so don't forget about that. We got the Saturday show, which is Railroad Empires, how we are building them. They're on Saturday night at 9 p.m., and they're doing every other week. So I'm putting the Thursday show on the week that they're not airing. So that way we've got a show every week of some sorts anyway. Also, Big Bill has got Who's Big Bill Talking To on June the 10th at 9 p.m. Eastern. So be sure and tune in for that. And of course, the next that Saturday, the 13th, will be the Empire show. So tune in. Robert and his crew have been doing a really good job on that one. They got a lot of effort they've been putting into it. CSXGE just popped in. How you doing? Robert, how you? Here's Tim on the panel. What's up, Tim?
Howdy.
William A. just got in. Of course, Tim's bringing the sirens with him.
Yeah.
Also, let everybody know we've got a bad rainstorm here, so my power's already flickered a little bit, so if I disappear, it's probably because I lost power. Looks like we're getting a pretty heavy storm right now.
Well, hopefully, Johnny, eventually, me and Andy finally ever get together. We'll get this all straightened out to where if something happens like that, we won't have to worry about it. We can continue on the show.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause I've still got problems with OBS and all, so I can't figure it out, so I pretty well just gave up on it. We're just streaming on YouTube. I can only have one or the other. I can't get both at the same time. So
Marty turned me and Andy on to Streamlabs OBS.
yeah, they've been out for quite a while. Well, it is, the Streamlabs merged with OBS.
and it'll actually pull down on your stream keys automatically.
Yeah. Well, we'll just take a look at that when we get everything set up and working right.
Yep. Oh.
Anyway, that's a different discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for the technical team to work out.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, Joey's doing his usual weathering.
And scale.
Yeah. Jason's just been working.
Yeah, working, and when I get a chance, work down here. I'm working on moving everything around in the room.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start planning out how to do a layout.
Yeah, that'll be good. Dan just popped in. How you doing, Dan?
What's up, Dan?
What's up?
Who else we got in here on Mile Railroading Live? Just typing in the chat. Is that
Oh,
you?
we've got Roberts over there.
No, he's in chat. Somebody's
Yeah.
logged into the Mile Railroading Live. I'm not the only
Lloyd.
one logged in.
Lloyd or Ralph, maybe?
Oh, no. I can't tell who it is.
Maybe Lloyd.
Ah, it was Lord. He just came in the chat. How you doing, Lord? Yeah, it kind of threw me off when I looked over and saw that. Okay. Well, Dan said he's working on getting a Z-scale decoder into a SW15.
Z scale?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
1500.
Yeah, probably into an in-scale decoder or engine.
Yeah, because he does in scale. 1500's a small, already small enough.
Yep.
So in scale, you got even less room.
Mm-hmm. And putting a Z-scale decoder in there is even funner.
Funner, okay. Yeah, Wicked Insanity said he has an optimizer on his way for N scale. He can't imagine Z scale.
Yeah, I'm trying not to go cross-side here. I'm weathering this switcher. I mean, it's so tiny, but it's really fun to try to make little tiny detailed weathering or rust spots and stuff like that on a tiny model like this. It makes you really think and
Is that an SW1500, Joey?
I don't know. It's SW1200 actually.
That's about the same size, though.
Yeah, it's let's see, okay, I don't know if we go closer or not. The 500. We're showing here the 500 series. Well, actually, this is a different locomotive. Where is it? You may be right.
Yeah, that's Burlington Northern, isn't it, Green?
Yeah. NW2. The 500 series were NW2s. Trying to find this number here. Okay. Switching between Google and us.
Yeah,
This is a Tatum model too. It's a nice model.
Michael Conley said DZ123 or one like that. He uses those in his HO too. Talking about the one that probably Dan's putting in. Hey, Michael Lobatino, how you doing?
Yeah, those 1500 series on HO, you almost have to go with N-scale decoders. I mean, you can get an HO decoder to fit, but it's tight.
How you doing, Gino? He's just popped in.
Morning.
Yeah, he's like me. He's a night person.
He must have just woke up.
Well, I hadn't been awake too terribly long. Well, let everybody know y'all seen what Jerry did. He sent me pictures of the distribution center he's building, and so everybody could see that. So you guys got pictures, you can send them in.
You froze up there for a second, Johnny. What'd you say?
So anybody wanted to send pictures in instead of being on the panel, they can. We'll show them. All you gotta do is Johnny at MileRailroadingLive.com.
Wade said he says he's built scratch building an grain elevator from PVC pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd probably work out a little better than the cardboard tubes that I use, but
Yeah, I tried that too. PCP pipe's the way to go. And it's cheaper if you're doing a lot. If you're doing a lot of silo building, or you're building something that big, you can go to Ace Hardware or Lowe's or something like that. Get a really PVC pipe, or even a scrap piece that will work if they're cheap, or even if it's expensive, at least it lasts a while.
well, see, I didn't spend anything on the cardboard tubes. Cardboard tubes were trash at work, so I brought them home.
Well, we got Dave, BNSF, and Ari. They just popped in. How you guys doing? Yeah, I mean, with the cardboard, you just have to get some primer on there to get those seams out where they spiral the cardboard around.
Yeah, I tried using a filler, but it didn't do too well.
Yeah, I probably just wound up putting a few coats of primer on there, finally fill it in. Why you run naked? Rob, he just jumped in. How you doing? Yeah, with the PVC pipe, you can always turn that one seam because it's vertical to the pipe, or parallel, I mean. You can turn it to the inside, then glue them together. Probably be easier to glue it, though, with, epoxy glue. That way it'll hold better.
I just use the PVC glue.
Yeah, it doesn't hold that PVC that well sometimes. Yeah, Rob, I can't explain the notifications there, but yeah, what you might want to do is just redo the notifications. I know in the past that used to get them started back again, but after that, I can't help you on it. Yeah. Dave BNSF said PVC easier than Walter's silo kits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that boy I'm helping out. I haven't been over in a long time. He has one of those kits, and yeah, it took both of us, and I was still looking for a couple more hands.
I've not done the big concrete silos from them, but I've done a couple of the small grain bins.
Yeah, the big one. He got one of the grain companies, and all the silos are just 2 pieces that form the 2 halves.
Yeah.
But trying to get them to fit together right and all was, as they say, a little fiddly.
Oh, wait till you get to the actual grain bins, Johnny. They come in pieces.
Yeah, we did do a good bit of that too, Dave. Filing, sanding. I did have to put filler in there.
You get the grain bins like this one, and they're in pieces. You glue all those individual pieces together.
Yeah. Yeah, but that looks good that way. Walther's kit, you're dealing with warped plastic.
That is a Walther's kit.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Dan, you're sounding great as usual.
A lot of silence. Sorry about that. How's everybody doing?
That's all right. That's the reason why you sounded so great.
Sure.
Yeah.
Rocket.
So what I am currently, my project is
Oh, we
It's
got to
taking-
go.
this little, I'm calling it a light board for the decoder. I'm replacing it with this decoder.
Yeah.
At the moment, what I'm trying to do is figure out how to get track power into the decoder through the frame.
Oh my gosh, Dan is live.
Don't.
It's one. It's not 1 in the morning.
Dan,
Hey, I didn't work today, so go for
I
it. Tim.
missed you, man.
Dan, don't pass your track power through your frame if you don't have to.
Well, unfortunately, I have to.
How does it pass to the decoder, the light board right now?
Through the frame.
So then you just connect the decoder to the frame.
That's what I'm trying to figure out right now.
You got 256 tap and dot and drill.
No. That's kind of overkill, though. I'm trying to figure out. Well, my original plan was to knock off this part right here. So everywhere from this edge of this black chip would get knocked off, and use the brass contacts and solder the decoder to it. But since the person that I'm currently working on wants to keep these boards, I have to work on it a different way.
SD70 ACE just popped in. How's it going?
So what you need to do is make contacts where they're spring loaded down against the frame. If you can't drill the frame, have a way to drill and tap the frame and put a screw in there and solder to the screw.
Best thing about these things is that let me shed a little bit more light onto this. I do not know why this works better, but these are all 4 of these are brass contact strips for the trucks, which in turn tap into the frame with these. Let's see here. Let's get a little bit better picture. Went the wrong way. With these brass
so-
strips right here.
Solder directly to those. Solder your track wires directly to those. To the ones where they're sticking up.
Yeah. Well, then it'll still connect to the frame.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it though, because your frame's isolated from one side to the other, right?
Yes. Well, it has to be.
Put some Kapton
small
tape
piece.
or electrical tape down the side of the frame, around the side of the frame where that sits at.
Yeah.
That'll isolate that from the frame, and you just use that for your electrical connections.
Mm-hmm.
Your motor's isolated from the frame, isn't it?
Yes. With this being out, the motor is isolated from the frame. I think.
I double checked that.
Well, while Dan is pondering that, Wicked as Sandy said, he got his Kato switch stuff today, and now he has working switches. And he said he operates them from his DX Racer chair. Okay.
Nice.
Hey, Andrew, how you doing? Andrew's here from Down Under.
Grumpy old man.
No, Tim, we got another name for him.
What, Grumpy Santa Claus?
There we go.
That's it.
Big Bill's here now.
Big Bill.
Yeah, Wicked and Sandy, since I'm not sure about the chair, he said that that's a gaming chair. Good for you.
Those things are quite comfortable if you got the lumbar support in the right area.
They're going to have to get in touch with Andy and Ralph, see if they're mad at me. They haven't been in here in a while. Big
They're
Bill
wrong
said,
too.
Big Bill said, welcome to MRL, the #1 mile railroading show in the world. Yeah, yeah. Except this time it's live from the South and not from New York City.
Where the points don't matter.
Yeah.
Wicked Insanity says he doesn't use the lumbar support, but it's still comfy after 5 years.
That's a good chair. This chair I've got, boy, I put some money into it, but it's still uncomfortable. In fact, the damn thing shifted on me. Not long, well, about a year after I had it. It kind of leans to the left now.
Depends what side you lean mostly on.
Yeah.
For me, I just have a big butt, so it's just a big indent period.
No. I got a wall here I usually leaning up against it anyway. No, I wasn't even leaning it. I just sat down one night and I heard a pop and it kind of went to the left.
It's like, oops.
Oop.
Andrew, he said he's back to doing 4-kilometer walks with Yummy and Mummy. Okay. What building is that, Tim? Andrew's asking. That's a scratch-built silo grain, isn't it?
Yeah. Grain silo, scratch built grain silo. You got the little office there on the front, and the main elevator, and then the loading.
Yeah, loading house.
Yep.
Yep, cardboard silos.
Can't beat that.
Not when they're free.
Exactly. Oh, where's Dan? Hey, Dan, check this out. I'm working on N scale.
I was watching that.
I wish, I don't know if getting closer without getting darker, but yeah. The GP30, and I got an NW2 I'm working on at the same time.
I want to take a GP30 and a GP35 and make it into the GP39E sometime.
Okay, looking that up. Never heard of it. What's it called?
GP39E. What they did is they took a GP35 cab plus the air filters and put it onto the GP30.
Oh my golly! I think
But
that's-
it still keeps the humpback.
right.
There's a guy that took a Proto 2000 and did exactly that.
There's your GP39E for anybody who's wondering what it looks like.
Actually, that one's from a GP35.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh. Myers.
Let's see here. Hold
There's
on.
39E over here. 29.
No, it's a rebuilt.
Oh.
So what they did is they took out the GP35 components, since the 35 and the 30 share the same frame, and they dropped in a 38-2 components.
Oh, I got so excited. Wait, here we go. Here we go. Ooh, that is actually pretty. I like it. Hold on. Sharing it.
No, you're not.
He's working on it. Give him a
Working
second.
on it. Here you go, folks. Oh, no! I don't understand. Anyway.
Okay, that 2758.
2758.
There you go. That's a GP39.
God doesn't look too happy.
Those
Oh,
things ride
yes.
uncomfortably.
Wow.
So what they did on the GP30 is if you scroll back up, is they took out that middle fan in the back and they hatched it over. So it still keeps all of its big 48-inch fans.
Okay,
They took
'cause,
out
yeah,
35.
that makes sense because the horn is right here where GP30s have the horn. Wow. Look at that.
And that white stripe indicates where it was built at. I don't remember where it was rebuilt at, but every single one of those white stripe ones were built at the same location.
Ah. This white stripe here?
Yeah.
Huh.
I actually like the white stripe.
I do too. Although it's just a nice design. Everything has a meaning. Oh. Lost my place. Here we go. There we are.
Yeah, WBNSF said BN did several variations on rebuilt GP30s and 35s.
They're just trying to keep them around long enough. Eventually, the frame just cracks.
It is definitely fun trying to make rush streets on N scale. I'm not complaining. It's actually, it's interesting.
Yeah, ABNSF said GP30 M, V, and E.
Interesting.
Yeah. Rob, why you run naked, said N-Scale's too small to rust. LOL.
I'm making it happen. It's not easy. I'll give you that much. It's actually harder to find my brushes than it is to look at these things. Well, that came out pretty.
Oh, Adrian, I don't know if you got the email, but Trainmaster's store over in Buford's going to be open tomorrow. They'll just be open on Friday and Saturday starting on June the 5th. All the way through June the 20th, and then he's closing. Previous email said he sold the building, so I don't know when he'll be moving or whatever. Yeah, you'll have to let us know how that Dakota works out, Dan.
Yeah.
Especially N scale. And Z scale.
Ugh. Well, it does fit in between the two studs that hold the original board. So I'm liking on that part, and there's enough room if I wanted to pull this back a little bit. It won't interfere with the shell going back on. So this is another one of my projects. Atlas never did have the GP40s with the nose headlight like my prototype does. So what I did is I bought the Shapeways nose for the GP35 and cut off the nose for the GP40 and grafted it on. It's a little tedious process, but it gives me the ability to do the roster I need. Trying to model the whole fleet of the Idaho Northern since its inception back in the early 90s. Which their history is kind of colorful because they bought their very first locomotives, which one of them is the Tillamook cow locomotive, which is 101. That was originally Idaho Northern 101. Plus they had 3 other high hood GP9s. And then they leased at least 5 to 7 Montana Railing GP9 RMs for their very first few years. They were doing that.
Looks like Robert's trying to stir up a little trouble.
What else is new?
I'll go with operations any day of the week.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, but it's still nice to have trains just constantly running too.
Oh, my layout will have at least 2 trains constantly running, ran by JMRI. That way, so in theory, each one could have a choice of taking either the main or the siding and let the other one pass while
So
the operations of the short line runs.
You're actually going to be running CMRI.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, in theory, it should work.
What, are you a scientist now, Dan? You seem to be talking a lot of theory tonight.
He's Dr. Dan. He's always has been Dr. Dan.
All right, Robert Holloman's got a question. When planning for mile rail fanning, do you just put down a loop of track and watch it go around, or do you build in specific shots from specific angles?
Second one, always. Depending on based on lighting and angles. Yeah.
I got to build for a loop, and then I'll get, put the camera down at the angle and see what I can fine tune after that. That's kind of exactly what I did over on that rock wall scene. I fine tuned for some rail fanning views.
Tilt your camera up just a little bit because most of it's out of frame. Go up some more. There you go. That's good.
I also set the camera right down on the track too to see what it looks like as the train's coming towards you.
Yeah. Them bears never move, do they?
No, I had to just straighten one up just now. He was over on his back, down on the bottom. Something knocked him over.
Earthquake.
Actually, oh, nope, I moved him.
All right, Marty. When planning for mile rail fanning, do you use metric or imperial diameter circles? There's probably some that do half imperial, half metric, then force them back together. And do you make the left hand or the right handed? Well, make it interesting, do one on each.
I go for imperial, and I'm right-handed.
It's always good to have that left-handed monkey wrench in your arsenal too.
Oh yeah. That's to push other people out of the way, though. This is my shot.
It's true. That's what's funny.
Well, Rob is kind of put a question up here. I think he's trying to be a little funny, but really it's not a bad question at all. He said, with mile rail fanning, which is better, DC or DCC?
Oh.
I mean, DC would be just fine because you're just letting it run.
Yeah.
It depends what you're comfortable with.
I mean, if you're doing video and stuff, you can't hardly beat the DCC because you can blow the horn and everything. But if you got DC and it's a sound-equipped DC loco, you know.
No, they make power packs now that let the sound play. John's got one.
Back when Nathran first came out with their sound locomotives from MRC, they had their little doohickey so you can blow the horn and whatnot.
Yeah, you had the MRC controller.
The wireless one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what brand that was that John's got, but it's a DC.
Yeah, Robert's definitely trying to stir some stuff.
You know, the sad thing is he loves it.
I won't disagree with you there.
Yep, he's bored.
All right, Rob, we'll catch you later. You must have to get up early to go to work tomorrow or something.
Yeah, we'll see you later. Don't forget to tune in next Saturday. Marty, Robert, DC is cheaper if you use metric volts.
You know, he's not wrong there.
Metric.
Although although I work at Ace Hardware, and it's really fun to figure out metric units, especially bolts.
They're kind of easier. I mean, you got everything's in millimeters.
Yeah, and their hole numbers
Well,
too.
you know, yeah, it's true.
The grading them is a little harder because then you have like 8.8 and 10.9s and
Right. Oh.
Wicked Insane. He said he had to explain to his wife why LED light is cheaper.
Oh, there's twofold on that one. One, it doesn't take a lot of electricity to make one light up. You even can do it with a 9-volt battery. And two, you aren't replacing it as very often as an incandescent.
Yep. They last a little longer, and they can be brighter.
Yeah. And still use little electricity.
Adrian Gadsden says, just need to know the system for metrics at Ace Hardware is easy to find stuff.
Yeah, no, that's true. Once you have the little measurements on the side, it's actually a little easier to understand. But I'm in charge of the paint section, obviously.
The biggest problem with the U.S. industry switching over to metric is we've got so much mixed stuff now, and all your mechanics have SAE and metric tools.
Yeah.
It would have been a lot easier to switch. It would have been a lot cheaper for mechanics if everybody just switched over, because then we could have just had metric tools. Didn't have to have double sets of everything.
That's true.
Yeah, they are a little bright. They actually make three-way bulbs now that are LED. They screw into your three-way light socket. I've seen
Well, I
those
did.
in-
Yeah. Well, all I did is just watch these people at Harbor Freight get over where those LED flashlights are, and they'll sit there and look straight into them and then turn them on.
My eyes are melting.
I gotta do that for fun around here. They go, my eyes. Let's do it again. Wait, there's dinner first.
I got one on my toolbox. Stands about this tall, and the whole length of it is an LED.
Nice.
And it's for working under hoods and stuff like that. It is bright, and it's a jet variable.
That's cool.
Oh man, don't get me started on those tactical lights, the Surefires and stuff. Woo. You want to talk about burning your retinas?
Oh, that'll definitely burn them. They can light a piece of paper on fire.
The Surefires weren't quite that. The Surefires weren't quite that bright, but they were bright. They used a camera flash battery in them. Marty's doing the conversion from metric volts to imperial volts.
Yeah. You not finished with that decoder yet, Dan?
Oh, not even close.
He'll be all night on that one trying to figure it out.
I'll be on 2 in the morning. He'll still be there with me and Tom. Still at it.
Is that your first one you're installing, Dan?
For N-Scale, yes. I've actually had to reinstall a few decoders because of how the track power was connected in the steam locomotive. But this is my first official install of an N-Scale. This is what I do for HO scale.
It's about right.
Yeah.
See, I do this though, Dan.
Yeah, but you got a board. And this is Blue Box. This is before that came out.
This is for Blue Box.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't have one of those at the time.
These are
On
the
top.
Texas.
Yeah. On top of that, I found out that these tower lights, they fit into the Blue Box light housings if you don't have them in.
Mm-hmm.
Just perfectly.
I still like make my own lenses.
Well, time to start a GoFundMe for more boat coat sprays. Got a couple. Where am I? Got a couple maracas now.
Alrighty, well, we done. Shoot.
Oh no, Johnny's got the COVID.
Alright, let's try this again. We done hit the 1 hour mark.
Aw.
Yep. So don't forget the Thursday night show starting this month is going to be every other week. So we got a show tonight, obviously. Next show is going to be on the 18th, and then we'll be into July. What I'm doing is putting the Thursday show in between the Railroad Empires there every other week on Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. But next week we've got 2 shows. We got Who's Big Bill Talking To on June the 10th, and June 13th is Railroad Empires. So be sure and tune in to both of those shows. Okay, Robert. But anyhow, y'all have a good weekend. Be safe. And we'll see y'all on Wednesday night. So have a good one.
Yeah, we'll see it.